academically pursuits, we are proud of them. The folks that you will see tonight have won some kind of prize, award, or recognition at the state, national, or international level. And what happens too often in North Penn High School is that these young people get to perform for people all over the country, and we don't get to see them enough at home. We want you to know, as parents and friends in the community, that we are very proud of them, and we think we'll like what you see this evening. The first group was the cast from Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, directed by Mr. Jeff Grieser, and the choreographer, Ms. Deborah Buckner. And that you know the cast of Joseph had a particularly difficult problem because they had to perform here in this gymnasium rather than our asbestos-type auditorium. But they did well, did they not? I want you to know that what each individual received tonight is this small token of our appreciation for their accomplishments. And it says academics, athletics, plus activities equals excellence at North Penn High School. So that's what they will receive. And right now, why don't we have our welcome from our superintendent of schools, Dr. Francis Rhodes.
Namely, our students in the North Penn School District. Let's give them now a round of applause. You know, I could go on forever about the wonderful things that go on here at North Penn, but let me just confine myself in the space of a few moments to just a couple of comments which I think are noteworthy about North Penn. You know, when your students come to school here in this school district and in this high school, they come to a situation that is just about as close an imitation of life as you will find anywhere. There are all kinds of students in this building, students with academic abilities, varying academic abilities, varying athletic abilities, all kinds of talents, all kinds of aspirations in life. Your sons and daughters have an opportunity to associate and learn to work with a microcosm of life here at North Penn High School. And that, to me, is one of the finest elements of education that they gain here, not only in this school district, but especially in this high school. We come together tonight to honor these students who have represented this district and this community so beautifully and so nobly out in the outside world. They have done us proud not only with the championships that they have brought back and have actually extolled the name of North Penn far and wide, but more than that, their ambassador behavior as people of North Penn has been most noteworthy. I cannot tell you the number of times that people have said to me and to other administrators and board members in the school district, not only did North Penn students carry away the championship, but they did it in a most honorable way. Their behavior, their deportment, and their courtesy, and their thoughtfulness was what really impressed us. I think this was probably far and away most noteworthy when the band came back from their recent exhibition down in Arizona. This can be said not only for our athletic teams, it can be said for our academic students, it can be said for our students, our musical students, any of the various talents that you will be exposed to here tonight. The diversity is a very, very strong message. The diversity speaks to what you as a community value in the education of your children. There is something for everybody here at North Penn, and we are very proud to say that the students, for the most part, take great advantage of the opportunities that are given to them. Now, it's one thing to say that we have lots of winners among our students, but you and I know that there are a couple of other ingredients that are essential to winning. One of those ingredients, of course, is a staff made up of individual, committed teachers and administrators who spend a lot of time and a lot of effort with these youngsters in order to see their development through to championship. On behalf of the board and the administration, I extend to the staff and the administration a very special congratulations for a very, very successful season here at North Penn High School. The second most important ingredient, of course, is yourselves. The students here could not participate, could not really be fully committed and involved were it not for your support. The hundreds of times that you chauffeur them back and forth to events, chauffeur them back and forth to practice, when you give them the extra time and the consideration that they need in order to participate so completely in the school life here at North Penn. That is not easy for parents in this day and age when economic conditions require that you also have very full, busy working lives. Believe me, tonight we say thanks to you for the support that you give your sons and daughters to receive the fullness of their educational life here at North Penn. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening seeing the showcases.
Thank you very much, and thank you and the school board for your support as well. First award-winning group we will hear from this evening is the North Penn High School Jazz Ensemble. This year's ensemble is comprised of 19 student musicians performing the big band sounds of Maynard Ferguson, Stan Kenton, and Count Basie. The Jazz Ensemble is completing an extremely successful year, having won top honors in competition, section awards, and some individual solo recognition. The conclusion of the competition season was a few weeks ago in Downingtown, where Cavalcade of Bands hosted the first ever Jazz Band Championship. It was North Penn on that Saturday afternoon that emerged on top. Tonight's sample of jazz will include Granada Smoothie featuring Jen Blackerby, Chris Johnson and Bob Brady, and Malaguena from the Kenton Library featuring Chris Johnson and Mark Sensinger. The North Penn High School Jazz Ensemble, directed by Billy Ted Helm. just like that. Mr. Eller, why don't you act like you enjoy it? Thank you, gang. Thank you very much. We would like to take this opportunity to introduce our National Merit Scholastic Aptitude Test finalists. That is the most significant academic award that can be bestowed upon a senior graduating from high school in the United States of America. Schools are extremely proud of these young people. We have 6 of them, and they are Mark Demick, who unfortunately is not present this evening. Vincent Freeman, would you come forward, please, Vince? I think in the interest of time, if you hold your applause until we all out, because your hands will be tired by the time we get finished. Yu Kim, Andrew Crawl, Christopher Rouse, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, and Angelo Talento. Would you please come forward, those of you who are here? These, ladies and gentlemen, are our academic finalists. Next. Now I'm going to call for a name this time that you're probably not familiar with, so I will familiarize you with this person's name. That would be Chris Courtney. Where's Chris? Throughout the state and the nation as well. Chris Courtney has done that for North Penn High School during his 3 years here. 4 years, because he came to us as a 9th grader. Let me tell you some of the things this young man has done. This season, Chris was chosen the most outstanding wrestler in the sectional, district, regional, and state tournaments. He is a 3-time PIAA state champion. He is the first athlete from North Penn and the PIAA District 1 to be a 3-time state winner. He was undefeated for 3 years with 109 consecutive wins and a career record of 141 wins and 1 loss. I know that one by heart. Chris has the most career victories of any District 1 wrestler. Chris was co-captain of his team and holds the distinction, and this is extremely significant, of being the only active wrestler elected to the District 1 Wrestling Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Courtney. Mark Demick, who isn't here tonight, and Judd Sirota for a state chorus final. Where is Judd? State and national recognition begins with a competition and audition here at North Penn High School. And of the thousands of students who start the process, only a few hundred make the final all-state chorus. This year, the selection included Judd and Mark. Judd was also a member of the Joseph cast. Furthermore, based on his similar outstanding success, Mark Dimick was also selected to be a member of the All-Eastern Course, which will hold their competition in Boston, Massachusetts. Judge Schroeder, Mark Dimick, congratulations. National Writing Championship. Did you know there was a National Writing Championship? Well, there is. Presented by the National Council of Teachers of English. This is Andy Crawl, by the way. National Writing Contest. The World of Poetry, sponsored by the Atlantic Monthly Magazine. He's a winner in the National Writing Contest, sponsored by Howland College in Virginia. He was a winner in the State Writing Contest, sponsored by Immaculata College. But his creative writing pieces and his critical analysis papers are mature beyond his years. This guy is good. His teacher says he needs to write, and write he does. I just hope he continues to choose not to write about me. Andrew, are you going to read to us? You going to read for us or what? Have it? Pardon me? You know it by heart? He writes if he doesn't remember. He likes it for us to read. Well, that's Andy Crawl. He's a heck of a writer. Andy's poems are on display in the lobby. We can get you a copy. These young folks are very modest. You know, they say I'm embarrassing them, but I love it. I love it. I love it. North Penn High School Visual Ensemble is next. I'm going to get in trouble tonight, too, because our theater director told me that I shouldn't turn my back to the audience, so I'm going to try very hard not to do that. The North Penn High School Visual Ensemble, under the direction of Eric Kitcherman, has combined the disciplines of theater, dance, movement, and equipment work in this year's show. A full season was capped in Dayton, Ohio on the weekend of April 7th and 8th at the Winter Guard International Olympics, the most prestigious event for this performance anywhere in the country. To reach the championship round, the unit had to first survive the cut in the preliminary competition of the 34 units in North Penn's classification. Only 10 groups would earn the right to compete in the finals. Entering the finals in second place, the visual ensemble performed a nearly flawless show and won the championship trophy and individual medals. Those medals are worn by the participants in this evening's show. They will perform now A Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra by Benjamin Britten. Ladies and gentlemen, when they're ready, we will have the North Penn High School Visual Ensemble. Well, they said this could happen, so, oh, they are ready. Good, good. I don't have to tell one of my jokes. I'm going to tell it anyway later. have more. I'm sorry. These young folks fire me up. I'm sorry. They don't bear with me. They do. So where am I next? Here I am. International Science Fair Entry in Computer Science. Now listen to the title. AA Computer Simulation of the Wolf-Moose Relationship on the Isle Royal Phase 2. All right, is that bad? Where's Matt? Matt Newman. Let me tell you about this young man. Matt's an honor student, an SGA member, and a wrestler. Matt also loves weightlifting and he loves computers. You need to tell us that? Matt's sponsor, Mr. Clavon, also happens to be a wrestling coach. Reports that Matt won first place in computer science, third overall in the Navy Awards for 11th grade, first place from Women's Humane Society, SPCA, and representation next week at the International Science Fair in Pittsburgh. Matt also won it last year. Congratulations. Fourth place in the National Short Story Writing Competition sponsored by Scholastic Magazine. Ms. Colin Berge. Colin? You know it by heart. You know, it's amazing to me how these bright young people can forget so quickly. Well, let's see, Colin, what's to say about you? Colin is the first student at North Penn to have his work honored by Scholastic Magazine's highly competitive national writing folks. His short story, An Enemy, a Friend, grabs the reader's attention from the first paragraph. We're hoping Colin's story will be in the Navy, 1990 issue. Hey, congratulations, Colin. I guess I'm nervous or something. I don't know. Hi, young man. How are you? Good to see you. What grade are you in? Second grade? Where do you go to school? Inglewood? Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh? Nah. But you'll have a nice time when you get here. Tell the principal I said hello when you get here. All right. Dan Gallagher. Where's Dan? Danny. Many of you know Danny from managing the football team. Well, Danny does a lot of things other than manage the football team and jump over that bench. Huh, Danny? Danny was a member of the National Association Board for the Down Syndrome Congress. He attended that conference in the fall and gave a speech to the entire assembly, and I hear it was about 3,000 people. Dan is very active in the Special Olympics. He was chosen to participate in the state winter games in March, winning third place in downhill skiing and fourth place in the slalom. Last week, Dan was the Montgomery County's representative at the Penn Relays, where his team placed fourth in the 4x100 yard relay. Mr. Dave Gallagher. Mr. John Ortiz. John is State Bowling Special Olympics, where he won 3rd place in the state tournament. Congratulations. Unfortunately, Yolanda Herman couldn't be here tonight, but she was selected to attend the Pennsylvania State Summer Olympic Games as a part of the Montgomery County basketball team. However, Michael Kowarski is here. Michael. Michael won the regional soapbox derby for special athletes in May of 1988. In August, Michael and his family traveled to Indiana to compete in a national soapbox derby where Michael was 7th place national. Congratulations. Not present tonight also, but should be recognized, is Lynette Hugh, who is going to attend the Governor's School for International Relations. Ms. Lynette Hugh. Also in the Governor's School for Business is In Pung Cho. Is In here? Where are you? Is In here? I thought I saw. Okay, well he will be going to the Governor's School for Business. In is active in SGA and chairs the Faculty and Cafeteria Appreciation Committee. I hope faculty includes administration, and that we will see some evidence of it sometime in the very near future. Also, Governor's School for the Arts and Theater. Notified to me, we just got this today. Congratulations to Dave Bisbrow. Dave here? And going to the Governor's School for the Arts and Music is Ed Brock. Ed's probably one of those groups over there. But congratulations to the, oh, there's Ed. Ed, good. Come on, Ed. Where's that going to be located? Bloomsburg. And then what's your expertise? He plays, I play the cello. This folks was so, I play the cello. That's the heck of a thing to play. The cello, how do you spell cello? C-H-E-L-L-O? He said yes. Congratulations. Good luck to you. Dave was in the cast of Joseph, as you may or may not know. 2 days, or whatever before the show, Dave went down. I mean, he literally, you know when they say, break a leg and talk about shows, he took it seriously and had a major injury to the point where his leg was, is it still immobilized? However, this guy literally believes that the show must go on, and did it go on? Congratulations, Dave. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I guess we're ready for this. The Northman High School Ambassadors. Literally hundreds of students across the nation competed in regional competitions for the Music Fest National Finals. Last month, the 10 regional finalists competed in Valley Forge, and the ambassadors placed 3rd from all entries across the country. In addition to that, Bob Rainey was named to the All-State Band of the Music Fest National Finals. Congratulations, Bob. Congratulations to the ambassadors who will be performing Code of Ethics and the Old Black Magic, directed by Mr. David Gear. come on down, please. The academic decathlon team, while they're coming down, let me talk about them a bit. Mr. Jim Kodak is their sponsor this year, and if I can find my page here, I'll tell you about it. Okay, the contestants go through a series of written tests in 9 academic areas. The 10th and final event is a super quiz, which you're going to see part of tonight, which is similar to a TV game show. This year team finished second at states and scored almost 40,000 points. Individual medals were awarded to the following. If you're here, when I call your name, would you step forward so we can all see who these individual medals go to, and if you have an extra one, I'd love to have an academic medal. I love these academic types, you know. Ted Anders, bronze in language and literature and science, gold in economics, and the super quiz. Hold on until we're all finished, if you would please. Susan Veit. Veit, I know when I said Veit because she's always messing with me. Susan Veit, bronze in interview, a gold in the super quiz. Vince Freeman, bronze in mathematics, silver in essay, gold in fine arts, science, and super quiz. Glenn Hubler. They're so bright they can't follow simple directions. I bet if I said this in Latin, they'd know how to do it. I can't say it. Or I say it in English. Beth Kent. Did I say what you did, Glenn? I didn't say what he did. Silver in social studies, fine arts, overall, and a gold in super quiz. Beth Kent. Gold in gold in fine arts and the super quiz. Nice to have you with us, Beth. Andy Close. Bronze in speech, gold in essay, social studies, science, mathematics, economics, and super quiz. Yu Kim. Hi, Jay. Gold in speech and super quiz. Richard Russo. Bronze in fine arts, language and literature, silver in economics and overall, gold in social studies and super quiz. And Judge Cerrone again, gold in super quiz. Overall, the team won 34 medals at the state. We're giving an example of the super quiz, and I guarantee you that you can answer these questions. No problem. No problem. I'm going to take my mic off so you won't hear my answers. Minimize my certain activities.
Thank you, Dr. Hahn. This academic decathlon team not only finished second in the States, but won the gold medal in Super Quiz. Each year, the people who sponsor the academic decathlon select one specific area of study to really go in depth and ask a whole series of multiple choice questions. A year ago, the topic was aviation history. Everything you ever wanted to know, and a heck of a lot of things you don't want to know about aviation history. This year, the Super Quiz was on the U.S. presidency. Not only can you name the presidents, but the powers of the presidency, the constitutional aspects of the presidency, the vice presidency, and everything you ever want to know about the 1988 presidential campaign, including all of the primaries. We already know that next year's Super Quiz will be on the history of the American Indian. Again, a very broad topic. We thought we'd share with you for just a couple minutes not only the performances of some of our performing arts groups, but also some of the performances of some of our academic students. We have for you 5 questions in the Super Quiz. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you guys do. Ready? They're all nervous. I can't believe they're doing this. They haven't done this for a month. They know this stuff. Right? Good. Here we go. First question, guys. First question. Get down here. Here's our question. The 100 days refers to A, the Cuban Missile Crisis, John F. Kennedy's term of office, B, C, the Iran hostage crisis, D, the critical period in Truman's presidency following the death of Roosevelt, or E, the beginning period of Franklin Roosevelt's presidency. You got it. And the answer, Sue, is E. How many got E? What happens is, very good, guys. What happens in the real super quiz is you have one student from each of the high schools in an honors level, a scholastic level, and a varsity level, sitting out in front of a gymnasium like this filled with cheering fans for their particular school. And they cheer wildly when their team has gotten it right. Let's give them a round of applause. Question 2 group. Which of the following is the basis for the Pledge of Allegiance issue in the 1988 presidential campaign? A, quail service in the National Guard. B, Bush's disavowal of his involvement in the Iran-Contra scandal. C, Benson's stand on school prayer. D, Dukakis's 1977 veto of a Massachusetts bill. E, Robertson's Korean War record. And the answer is, Beth, it is D. How many got D? Here we go, our third question. Our third question. If a president takes no action to sign a bill within 10 days of receiving it, and Congress in the meantime has gone into summer recess, then A, the bill automatically becomes law. B, a pocket veto has occurred. C, the bill can become law as at least 2/3 of each house votes for it after recess. D, the bill must be resubmitted to the president at the beginning of the next session of Congress. E, after reconvening a simple majority of each house can make the bill become law. Ready? You ready on that one? Okay. Judd. No, it is not B, Judd. It is not B. Who's next? Ed. A is the correct answer. The bill automatically becomes law. How many got right? That's a tough one. Here we go. The last two. There's a whole series of questions dealing with court cases of the presidency, in which Supreme Court case the majority opinion specifically support the principle that congressional legislation in the field of international affairs must, quote, often accord the presidents a degree of discretion and freedom from statutory restriction, which would not be admissible were domestic affairs alone involved. All of you love it. Youngstown Sheep and Tooth Company versus Sawyer, 1952. You all remember that one. U.S. versus Curtis Ray Export Corporation, 1936. C, Reed versus Covert, 1957. D, the prize cases, 1863. E, none of the above. The answer is, Andy? The answer, Andy says, is B, U.S. Curtis Ray Export Corporation, 1936. Correct. Thank you.
Mr. Federmeyer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I knew every one of those answers. I don't know why you laughed, but you raised your hand. I know you didn't raise it. You raised your hand because nobody asked you if it was really you. All these folks raised their hand, I gave you those answers. You got one. See, now here's an honest lady. She said she got one. And she said the person next to her whispered it to her. She didn't say that. I said that. I know she didn't say that. I get in trouble sometimes by doing that stuff. She didn't say it. I said that. Where am I? come down, ladies? Along with cheering for sports and teams sponsoring fundraising and spirit activities for the school, both the JV and varsity squads began participating in competition in November. The JV squad took first place in their division and won the Westchester Henderson Cheerleading Invitational Championship. Where's the JV squad? The JV representatives will come out first, please. First place at Westchester, the JV cheerleading. Continue to practice and work on the routines for the state competition at Penn State Ogon's campus. The varsity cheerleaders placed first, and the JV squad placed third in their respective divisions of the Pennsylvania Cheerleading Invitational Championships. Donna and Michelle, are you kidding? Donna and Michelle, are you kidding? Unfortunately, for a lot of, where their sponsors stand, would you ladies mind standing? These are the sponsors. Unfortunately, for a lot of reasons, these young ladies are not able to perform for us this evening. I know. However, I just want them to know that we love you just the same. I think they didn't want to perform because they are tired of wearing those uniforms. Don't they look great? Thank you, ladies. You're down there. I happened to be at a competition at Penn State. They were excited. They were absolutely excited. They had people on their feet the entire competition. Congratulations to them. In winter track, not present tonight because he's competing in a track meet, Brian Campbell. Brian won third place in pole vault at the Pennsylvania State Indoor Championships. Brian Campbell. And I'm sure that they're going to I like to say that when I say that these young people aren't here, I haven't said where they are, but each one of these folks is out on a school mission tonight, which is why they weren't here. Okay? The North Penn High School Indoor Percussion Ensemble is next. These young folks are under the direction of Mr. Tom Kelly. Indoor percussion contests are performed within the confines of a regulation gym floor. They are 5 to 7 minutes in length and it will include a wide range of musical styles. This year's championship site was in Maryland. Just 0.2 of a point short of winning the championship, the North Penn Indoor Group took second. And ladies and gentlemen, give over the performance. Appalachian Spring by Aaron Copeland, and this is exciting. It's all yours when you're ready. While we're waiting for them, they're ready. I'm just beginning. do this so well. Young lady, you want to wave to somebody? You want to wave to you, okay? She was waving to Mom. I just wanted to make sure Mom recognized that. Okay, let's move on to state orchestra folks. Brian Grill, Ed Groff, and Andrew Sheenan. And Valerie Johnson, who isn't with us tonight. Where are your partners? Oh, here they are. We have, who else? Okay, well, these young folks were selected from thousands of auditioning orchestral students, and they truly represent the best in the state of Pennsylvania and probably the country. Our all-state orchestra members, Brian and Drew and Ed, placed first in their initial auditions, and Ed has the added distinction of being chosen as principal or first cellist in the state orchestra. Brian and Ed were chosen to represent Pennsylvania as members of the All-Eastern Festival Orchestra, which performed in Boston this past March. Ladies and gentlemen, representatives of our state orchestra, thank you. If you like what we're doing here tonight, tell my bosses, will you? If you don't like it, tell no one. The Academic All-American Swimming Team, varsity swimming and diving, Chris Bradley. Bradley O'Shane, Academic All-American Swimmer, and Chris Rouse. Kathy and Chris Rouse was here, but he took a look at everyone. He was coming from a tennis match, and he fell underdressed. Volleyball match. Did you hear what she just said to me? Tell her.
Not my secret.
These are the best that we have. Hey, congratulations, ladies. Have a nice. Congratulations. Kathy. Trying to mess up. State girls, state young ladies. These are not girls anymore. These are young ladies. Swimming champion, Miss Linda Krelovich. In 1988, Linda was not only state champion, but an All-American. And in 1989, she placed second in the 500 freestyle and sixth in the 200 freestyle on the state swimming championship. Linda was awarded a full tuition swimming scholarship to the school out on the main line, Villanova University. Congratulations. Todd Giordinelli. Where's Todd here? There's Todd. Come on down, Todd. Todd placed fifth in the 500 freestyle, was awarded a medal and all-state honors. The 400 freestyle relay team of Dan, where's Dan? Dan Dunnigan. And Todd here placed sixth in the state championship and were awarded medals and all-state honors. And you know what? Now I need to say this about the lady swimmers and the guy swimmers. They also were asbestosized this year and couldn't get in the swimming pool. They practiced at Ursinus, the Y, the Variety Club, Temple Ambler, and any place else we can find a pool. I just want these young men to know that on Monday at 9:45, I will be diving into our pool, and we will open it officially. National Latin Exam. National Latin Exam winners. Magna cum laude, laude. Magnum cum laude, Kerry Shields and Megan Monahan. Where are they? Where are they? I handed these Latin folks. Magnum cum laude, Matthew Mead and Matthew Steigler and Kimberly Suwa. Where are you, gang? Come on out. Latin 3. You're mad at taking Latin 3? Where is Lynette? Lynette who? She's not here. Unfortunately, but she was also magna cum. What's that word? Laude. Congratulations, Latin folks. Good to have you with us. Good luck to you. Good job. It's about time someone other than the jocks got recognized, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. So we were also recognizing jocks, otherwise I'd have never been recognized. Una Chatterjee, where's Una? Una. Certificate of Merit from the Columbia Scholastic Press Association Spring Tournament, first place in feature writing at the 1988 Temple University Press Tournament, was published in 1988 USA Today Weekend section. Una, I was in Freeport this summer, and I picked up a USA Today. I'm talking about the Bahamas. I picked up a USA Today. I saw Una, Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Right? You know how exciting it is to be across the water and see Lansdale, Pennsylvania, one of your students' article? Oh, everybody in that hotel knows Una. Chris Stanley, where's Chris? Come on out here, Chris. He received the superior rating on a national on-the-spot writing competition at the Journalism Education Association's National Conference in Washington, D.C. That's incredible. What's on-the-spot mean? They just give you something to say right. Yeah. Just say right, and he wrote. And did well. Congratulations. All right. Where's the night choir's cartoonist? Where's Chris? Chris, come on down there, Chris Osborne. He's that school newspaper's cartoonist and also received a superior rating at the Washington National Conference on-the-spot editorial cartooning competition. You didn't even know they had these competitions. Hey, way to go, you guys. Teach somebody to be a cartoonist. That's nice. Where's Matt? Matt Steigler? Where's Matt? Steigler? How do you pronounce your last name? Matt, where is it? Hey, Matt, how do you pronounce your last name? Who? Stigler. That's what I said, didn't I? Matt received an excellent rating at the Journalism Education Association's also on-the-spot editorial writing. Way to go, big guy. Congratulations, Matt. Out together. Where's Brandy, Jeff, and Tracy? Come on down. Brandy Vanny. Brandy took an honorable mention on the spot copy editing at the national conference. Jeff Stites, executive editor of the night prior, received the national award from the National Quill and Scroll Society for high school journalists. And Tracy Thomas, our photographer, received a national award from the National Quill and Scroll Society for high school journalists for her wrestling photograph. She also was published in the Inquirer neighbor section last weekend. Congratulations to you both. Before we bring on the finale, which will be the North Penn High School Marching Knights, I would like, yeah, I know, yeah, I know. But all of the faculty, advisors, and coaches for these young people out here, please stand and be recognized. Stand up, guys. Come on, let's give us a round of applause. Very much. Good job, man. All these folks do is make me look good. Yes? Time for me to tell jokes. They're not ready. They aren't ready. I'm not going to tell a joke. I'm going to tell a story. You folks who are laughing because I don't tell a joke, I'll stop laughing because I'll sing. That would be some. I know. For those of you who have sophomores here, you may not be aware because we didn't have an auditorium this year, so I couldn't do it. But for those of you who have a junior and senior, you know, I can get off. Oh, I can sing, can't I, young man? Have you ever heard me sing? He said no, he hadn't heard me sing, but he said I do it very well. You're not supposed to wear your hat in here, young fella. Got all these parents in here and you're wearing your hat in here. Whose son's he? What are you going on to? I beg you play my tuba? You know, so all these folks laugh at me. I have their daughter here. Somebody laughing at me. Hey, Mr. Hines, I want to introduce some people while I have a minute. These folks helped me put this together. We're Mr. Ryan and Mr. Finnemeyer. This is assistant. Hey, this year we created, Dr. Rose and the school board allowed me to create a position. We had 3 assistants and they figured I needed all the help I can get. So they allowed me to hire another assistant. And Mr. Hines' job is an assistant principal for administrative affairs. How you like that? This is my administrative team. This is Mrs. Judith Miller, who is assistant principal in 11th grade. Dr. Terry Pope. Where's Dr. Pope? Come on out, Dr. Pope. Let everybody see you. This is Dr. Terry Pope. She's assistant principal for 10th graders. Let's see. Who else? They make. Pardon me? I didn't ask you. We have some school board members here. Come here, would you please come here a moment, Mrs. Colehouse? You don't mind, do you? And Mrs. Shields, these are school board members. And Mrs. Shields is a very proud mother of a recipient over here. And now she's acting like she's embarrassed. She's so proud. And Mrs. Colehouse is a long-time administrator here. And she, for a year, had the job I had before the other person took the job I had before I came here to take it permanently. Right, Mrs. Colehouse? Good to see you. Are they ready yet? If they aren't ready soon, I have a couple things to tell you. Tonight's performance will be on cable TV. We want everyone to know that you can go home and watch this. You can watch this on cable TV, Channel 16, Monday, May 8th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We just keep running. I mean, it runs all day. So if you get to work and you've forgotten to set your timer, you have time to call your neighbor, have a break, and then go in and set the timer for you. So that's Monday. What else am I supposed to say? They gave me these, everybody. I will tell you a short story. It's about your youngsters here at North Penn High School. Now, we have 2,300. Somebody tell me when I'm ready, because I can cut this off any time. You ready? But they're not here. That's the marching knights. The marching ghost or something. I don't know what's going on here. They're probably practicing. They know a lot of that. But anyway, we have 2,300. Let me be serious for just a moment. I've been serious all night, but another one. We have 2,300 students here grades 10 through 12. And I want to tell you something about these young people. These young people have been through an unfortunate situation where we had youngsters who went in the city and caused a serious problem in there. Last year, we had the asbestos situation. We've had no smoking, and we've had no parking, and we've had a lot of situations since I've been here that seem to me were being saved up until I came. At any rate, I can't believe all the things that have happened non-academically. But your young people have been fantastic through all that. And I mean it sincerely. I love coming to this place. I enjoy working in North Bend High School. I love it very, very much. And I want to thank you for sending us those kind of folks. But I do want to tell you that before I was at Kennett Square, Kennett High School in Kennett Square before I came here, and before that I was at Chester High School. I was disciplinarian at Chester High School for a couple of years. The other day someone said to me, well, Doc, after all the things you've been through, I guess Kennett's looking pretty good to you, huh? I said, no, Chester's looking good to me. But I wasn't serious, but if someone had a cab out there, I'd have taken it. And the way you folks were coming down on me about this parking, you think I was responsible for the space we have out there. We had 5 cars towed in a week. It cost them $35, $40 a piece. They came in there with the receipts to me. I guess like I was supposed to pay it. We're now fining the youngsters. We fine them $2 if they're wrong once, $4 if they're wrong twice, $6 if they're wrong 4 times, and $10 if they're wrong more times than that. And then they have to pay it. And if they don't pay it, they go to the magistrate. They can either pay $2 or $37.50. We had to explain that math to them. And then we had the folks who had to walk on Snyder Road. And it was okay when the weather was good. Monday it rained. And you think it was the first time these folks ever got wet. But I do appreciate how cooperative they have been. I really do. And if they have any more problems, Mr. Hines is in charge of administrative problems, too. That means the marching knights are ready. Is that correct? Bring them on. Let's go. Let me tell you something about the marching knights. You know it, but I'll repeat it because it's fun to repeat. The North Bend Marching Knights have built a strong tradition of excellence. Their scheduled performances have not only included our community, but they have carried the name of North Bend throughout the country, and always in championship style. And I'm not just talking about the on-field performance. This year, the Marching Knights won their 7th cavalcade band championships in 9 years, won all 4 special captain awards at that championship, performed as the honor band at the Spectacle of Band Parades in New Holland, but certainly the highlight would have to be the excitement generated by our trip to the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona during the holidays. When the scores were announced, North Bend again marched and played to capture Best Percussion, Best High General Effect, and other captain awards. A 2nd place overall finish in the competition. But even more exciting, the North Bend Marching Knights received the Audience Appeal Award, recognized by the judges and the more than 10,000 folks as the unit receiving the biggest and most ovations. The Marching Knights were undefeated in 6 regular season competitions. None of this is done without the cooperation, dedication, and hard work of the students, the parents, the staff, and all of those folks who worked so hard to make the Marching Knights go. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. As what you're going to see tonight is a small part of what you would have seen if you had been in Phoenix. But I didn't allow them to bring the cannons in here. I'm getting up. Fireworks were not allowed in here. These folks did so many things you couldn't keep up with them. Mr. Frederick, are we ready? Pardon me? We're getting there. I'm telling jokes. They're ready. Isn't it great how much respect I get? You know what? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. sit with your youngsters for a minute. Just join your youngsters over there, would you please? All of us coaches and sponsors, join your youngsters on the other side, please. There's a few more introductions I feel I need to make. In the red jacket, I have two administrative interns working with me this semester. They're getting their principal certificate. The first is Miss Sue Cahill, who did an awful lot of work in creating tonight's program, Miss Sue Cahill. The other administrative intern that I have working for me is Mr. Steve Frederick. We have another person who did a lot of the orchestrating of this. She gave up the theater productions a couple of years ago and thought that she was out of the business. Well, I drafted her to do a lot of things for us, and that's Cindy Loudon. I don't know where she is, but I'd like to thank her. Thank you, Cindy. Would our champions stand, please? Stand, please, champions, all of you, because you are champions.
What's a black man?